we have a trade developing here in the going market that shows some weakness in the beginning, and we can sell the market here at 450, top of 408, 75 risk, and it's approximately 12:30 Chicago time, just bar wise. And as we can see, the market a little high here is 75, so we're into this particular trade that we're showing for practical purposes for the market. We should not get back above this bar here, which were the stop loss or areas. And the reason for the particular trade is that we have selling in the background, and now we're about halfway back in this range between these two levels. Number one. Number two, we're also in the LPSY position right here. It may be too slow of a day, may just kept chopped around, but this is the LPSY position of the market. The market is underneath the support, back into about halfway back, and boom. So we're at that position right now, and as you can see, the background lately has been more negative than it has been positive. The selling bar here. So really, the line of the sand, obviously, for the market upside is the 420 level, simply because the market this level is at a point to where that's where the supply bar comes in. We're not going to obviously place it that high, but we're going to put the market here on the sell, and then we'll just mark the sell time-wise, and then we get to the point to where we see the market. See if we get some supply in the market. Now, if we get down here, we'll try to look for the area around 385 area. If we get that, look for about 10 points if we can get that at this point. We'll say the market plays. But here's the sell bar right here, as we had it. There's the LPSY area, and this is the sell edge here. So we'll see. Now, it's not the greatest trades in the world because it's not really an active day. But I do think the wave must have some to the downside and get some points out of it. The background's negative. Now we do see some little short covering and buying here, short covering. So typically we're not going to obviously buy that first move down when we're going to sell the rally into the LPSY position, which is what we did. So look for about 10 points if we can get there. Maybe 390 area, 3990 area. We'll see. Basically the market can get to the point to where it can get over. Now, if you get to the point where, so in this particular case, you got to wait for the close here. And the reason that is because you don't know if you're going to retest this area first, which about halfway back typically is what we look for. Halfway back to maybe a little bit higher, maybe it's about the 410 area. But a day that's kind of slow, we may have to adjust that. Not assume, but realize that hey, we may not get there, and we just chop around. So you have to wait for a particular, setup, like an up thrust or stopping action, and if it doesn't break hard or down, not hard, but doesn't break down the support area, then we'll just probably chop. So we'll see. Kind of not an aggressive trade, but not the sharpness of the trade that you'd want if the market was more active. Since I want to make some more thought ideas this week, this will take that particular trade. And if you did E-mini every 100 points or 100 handle, meaning from like 39, like 40, 100 to 40.01 is $50 even the S&P. And you can use the micros less risk within as far as dollar-wise, the amount of points. If the trend is sideways, you won't get much up. If the trend was down, you could probably get new lows. My thinking is you're not going to get new lows. You're just going to get a little bit of a small profit. The high of the last bar afterwards was 401.25. Like moving up or moving down for a lot of short. It may take time. You may think it's the right-hand side ready to move it. It may not. It may be just part of the middle. I like to see the low end closer. I don't want to see it close. That's kind of above where we're in. I don't see the market get above there. I want to see the market close. So it's a scalp, so we'll see what they do. I don't think that's strength back, right? It's kind of a mixed bag. I don't think there's anything really in the background, really. I'm just trying to scalp a small chart for 10 points, 10 handles. I'm not trying to look for a home run. This is short covering for the shorts. The market came down, they bought it, came down, bought it, and their short cover's over with. So if we close here, we're just going to liquidate the trade. It's a 2-point winner, but you don't want to lose money. It's $100, but you wouldn't want to lose money that way. But the idea was up thrust in the LPSY position to get a retest back down to here. And then I would probably think you get some type of strength in the markets. You know what? I'm not going to wait around for this. It's too choppy of a day. Let's buy. Let the market do its thing and let it play. And the reason why I covered this short is kind of going slow as far as that's concerned. I see this little right here, little congestion. It may hold up at a retest because of a really increase in supply. So you have a trade that nets you 7 points. But you always want to start your day out on a winner when you trade, because when Monday comes around, you want to be at a point to where you trade from strength. $350. $50 even S&P, and we're out of the trade. It's at 350 now. So we'll see if we get another trade here. So the purpose trade was market breaks this little ice support area, comes in the LPSY position, middle range, the trading range in here. We talk about this trading range in here, and we get to the point, the trading range, and wait for some ending action. The ending action happened on the up thrust. We wait for the close to make sure that it's an up thrust. Doesn't go to the high end. It's an up thrust. Sold the market edge right here. Ended up being 350, 390, 350, and never really took any heat on the trade. Remember, it was against us, and we covered. So we sold it at 400.50. That's up thrust there. We covered at 390, 350, which is 7 points in the S&P 500, or $350 in money wise. I expect the market to maybe have some type of rally here, but that was that. So I'm going to make sure we get one under our belt.